Introducing first the team of Brett Anthony and Justin Kage.
This Wednesday night on pay-per-view, look for the return of the Luchadors. La Parka, the wrestler formerly known as La Parka, now known as La Park, to team with Psychosis in one of the big matches.
And their opponents, being accompanied in the ring by Tracy, the team of Michael Shane and Kazarian.
Well, we were just talking about Psychosis and La Park, and Wednesday night on the pay-per-view, international tag team matchup when they will square off with the former Co-X Division champions, Michael Shane and Kazarian. Don, have you been as surprised as I have over the fact that Shane and Kazarian have not only been able to coexist, but they've been able to work together as a team, and now it's as if they're dedicating their wrestling careers at this point in time to being a tag team?
Well, sometimes, Mike, you find out what works and you stick with it, and that's what these two are doing. And let's face it, there is no coincidence about the fact that once Kazarian and Michael Shane started working together, we saw how quickly their rise to the top was. I like the fact that these guys are staying together. I admire the fact that they were able to. I mean, again, you might not like their methods on how they do things, but one thing you can't argue with is the bond that these two have formed and the fact that they've been able to keep it bonded.
I guess when I think of the cockiness that they both exude, I really expected almost from going back to the Ultimate X match, then going into the Gauntlet match, that they would be trying to upstage each other, that they would not be able to coexist and work as a team. And boy, have I been proven wrong.
Oh, I'll tell you something else. And thinking back to that Gauntlet, think about Kazarian. This was the guy that had to start the match and almost made it to the very end with 22 X Division competitors. He was even lasting longer than his partner, Michael Shane, did. And that is what's amazing to me. You have to give him credit for how long he lasted in that ring.
Deep arm drag by Brett Anthony on Michael Shane. Anthony comes to us from the Lone Star State of Texas. Also wrestling as of late for the NWA Wildside promotion based in Georgia. This is his Explosion debut, and he's on the receiving end. First of a knife edge chop, then a big right hand from Shane, and another knife edge right to the chest.
You know, we talk about these two, Mike, Shane and Kazarian, and here they are tag teaming together. I don't know where they're going to go with this. That's one thing about it. I don't know if they're going to branch out or if they're going to make another run at the X Division title. It's going to be interesting to see what route that these two take.
But judging by the interview that we heard with them this past Wednesday on the pay-per-view, it looks like they have their mindset on tag team wrestling, at least for the time being.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're two that can be very good for an awful long time. I mean, when you have that kind of synchronicity, so to speak, I mean, those two can really, they know each other's thoughts, if you know what I mean. They really have each other's backs, and that can make for a very powerful tag team, as we've seen in TNA, where the tag team division is as strong as any in the world. Shane
and Anthony fighting out on the arena floor here at the Asylum before Shane rolls him back into the ring. Had thrown him just into that steel safety rail, and now going to send him face first right into the boot of his tag team partner, Kazarian.
You liked synchronicity there, didn't you, Mike?
It was synchronicity wasn't bad. I was more leaning towards synergy.
Well, synergy's good, too.
But at the same time, I'll take it. But I did like it. You are multi-syllabic.
Well, I borrowed your thesaurus. I finally found out how the professor does it. Cheats. No, I'm just kidding.
Kazarian makes contact with Anthony in the corner. Had him stacked up against that bottom turnbuckle, connects in tight with the dropkick. Going to bring him back out and turn things over to his tag team partner, Michael Shane.
We always talk about what makes a great tag team, Mike, and it is the fact that you have quick tags. You know where your partner's going to be. You try to work everything around to keep the opponent in your partner's corner so that you can, you know, utilize the 2-on-1, and these guys do it so well, as you see Michael Shane just driving him down the mat with the elbow to the chest.
And isn't it interesting when we were talking about tag teams and the fact that AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy have been able really to come together as a team off of, I'm just thinking back that one match on Impact that was terrific.
That was a dream tag team, wasn't it?
They're going to be a team as well in six-man tag team action Wednesday night. Styles and Hardy joining Ron the Truth Killings.
Oh, is that not incredible when you think of those
three together? It's going to be wild. And then when you think about the team across the ring, Kid Cash, the Alpha Male Monty Brown, and Dallas.
Wow. I mean, it's worth the price of admission just to see that six-man tag. Let's face it. And look at this teamwork right here. Look how they just slam me back into the turnbuckle. Once, twice there. They're going to go for three. No, now look at this. They've got to turn inside out, twist it around like a pretzel.
Yeah, necktie him and drive Anthony back down to the mat after the double team. And Kazarian just continues to rein in right hand after right hand.
Justin Kage not even able to get into the match right here.
Yeah, what was he in for? Maybe the opening 30 seconds or so of the match, and now the tag is in. Anthony tags Kage.
Nice kick by Kazarian. Kazarian. Wow.
Welcome into the match.
Yeah.
What a drop kick that was.
You want to come in at your own risk.
Justin Kage from NWA Midwest, able to get the boot up.
Turnabout
Out of the
fair
corner,
play.
going to try possibly a... Looked like he was going to go for a tornado DDT.
Shows you the strength of Kazarian.
Just
He
overpowered him.
took his momentum and just threw him into the middle of the ring. Look at this setup for the super kick. Oh, one went low, one went high, and that's it.
Combination, leg sweep, and the super kick, and that gives them another win.
They're going to be awful good together, Mike.
Michael Shane and Kazarian.
I think the sky's the limit for this team.
I do too.
It would not be a shock, it would not be a surprise to me to see Michael Shane and Kazarian wearing the NWA Tag Team titles Wednesday night. Don't miss it. Shane and Kazarian, international tag against La Park and Psychosis.
It's total non-stop action wrestling this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, live and exclusive.